mastery goal nila, yung sa box, di ba minsan hindi naman sila proficient pa doon. So for example, pwede kong balikan yung mga grade 7 lessons ko kasi I still have access to it. So that's the reason why we want sana one account lang. Aside from it's more simplified kasi isa lang yung kailangan tandaan ng bata. Pero the deeper reason doon behind it is so that your students have access to all the resources na inaaral niya. Again, this is to promote mastery learning. So your students still have access sa previous resources, they can still practice, kahit grade 7 na sila, grade 8 na sila, they can still look back and have a bigger picture, see the bigger picture, yung progress pa nila over the years, nakikita pa rin po nila. So that's the beauty of having your students have access to their own accounts pa rin, over the years. Now, okay, so let's now proceed. I hope that you don't have questions anymore. So, ano po ang mga magiging scenarios na na-imagine ko siya? Paano pag gumawa na ako? Diba? Nagawan ko na this school year, gumawa na ako ng bago no? Well, technically, you can proceed pag nagawa mo na siya no? Pero yun nga, hindi na natin siya nawala na yung continuity nung achieve yung progress, monitoring ng progress ng ating mga students. Nawala na yung pinopromote nga na natin na mastery learning, di ba? So if you can, you can still go back, sayang din naman. Lalo na hindi pa naman kayo nakakapag-activity, just in case. So I suggest that you go back, you delete na lang, and then let them use their old username and passwords, balikan nyo yung dating teacher, para mas maganda po yung continuity natin. But again, kapag talagang wala nang magawa, nawala na si teacher, nawala na yung bata, hindi na talaga kahit pagbale-balentongin mo yung bata, hindi niya maalala. Then, ang last resort natin is to create another. But, let's learn from that. So, from this day on, from this school year onwards, dapat gagawa na tayo ng way para ma-secure yung accounts nila so that again, they can have continuous access to the resources that you provide them. At makita nila yung learning journey nila. Maganda rin po yun na para may notebook sila from last year, from last year. Nakikita nila yung progress po nila. I hope that you appreciate that feature. Now, ayun na nga, what if I deleted kanina ko pa yung nababasa. Ay, na-delete ko na po. Okay. So, kung na-delete nyo na po, edi congratulations. Hindi, ayun, wala na po tayong magagawa. So, again, let's learn from this year, yung mga nagkamali po tayo. So, if you have deleted your class, we'll try to find a way, pero tingnan sa inyo pong site, wala na po tayong magagawa doon. So, natin, ng mga estudyante po natin, nagsisinungaling sa age, kaya nakakagawa. Diba? So, technically, hindi pa talaga dapat. But in terms of monitoring, mas maganda po na galing po sa inyo for the reasons that I already mentioned. So, do not let them create a new account, especially if they have existing accounts already. Ayan. So, dito na po tayo sa mga nagtatanong na kanina na parang kailan po ba mag-pretest? Kailan po ba mag-start? May mga nababasa na po kanina. So, how to launch Khan Academy in your respective schools or classes if you haven't yet, Kasi for some of us, nakapag-launch na po kayo, and that's okay. Pero may mga bagong links po kasi tayo in terms of your pre-test, growth mindset pre-test, na kailangan nyo pong sagutan, na iba po from last year, okay? So, meron po tayo ulit na launch guide for teachers. So, ito po yun. Yan. So, yung link po ay andun po sa kaninang screen, pero ibabalik ko po. So, this
ko na yung
is a guide for you to launch your classes, in your respective schools. So, nasa na po lahat. It's like a lesson plan, what you will do the first day, or on the first day, second day, and third day, respectively. Now, yan. Ano po ba yung mga gagawin natin dapat sa ating mga launch? So, yung week 1 natin, so that's your first meeting. Dapat meron tayong intro to Khan Academy. So, we have a video for that. Papanoorin ng mga bata. They have to answer a pre-test about growth mindset. Alam niyo na po yan, yung ginawa din natin last year for some of you. Meron din po tayong links. Ito po yung sinasabi ko, may mga bagong links na kailangan nilang sagutan.
Everyday, okay.
Okay. Tapos, sa week 2 naman, they have to log in and they have to join the classes. And they also have to, you have to assign them a parang practice exercise. So, ito po ay practice lamang. Bakit? Kasi, pag nag-join po sila ng class, dapat po kasi 24 hours after, tsaka lang po magre-reflect yung data sa KAD, dun po sa dashboard. So, whatever they will do on the second day, hindi po yan magre-reflect pa since they just joined your class. Okay. Kaya ang dapat niyong ibibigay pa lang po dyan ay some practice exercises na maybe just for them to be familiar with the platform again. So maybe it can be a review activity or kung ano man pong activity that can, you know, have them practice yung kung saan pupunta and so on and so forth. Teachers po pala, 2 na po yung magiging klase nila or 3. Marami na po yung magiging classes po nila na nakalagay dito po, no? When they go to their student account. So, makikita nyo po from this, for example, meron silang science, meron silang math last year. So, minsan 3 na yung nakalagay dyan kasi they are enrolled in 3 classes already. Kasi sa iba naman, syempre yung natin, mga skills natin sa science. But, hindi nyo na po kailangan ipanood ulit yung video, hindi nyo na kailangan ulit mag-pretest kasi nga nagawa na siya ni math. Okay? Can you imagine with me, no? Okay lang po pag mag-isa po kayo na subject. Okay lang yun, you can go through it. Kaya lang minsan kasi kapag may kasama tayong isa, kasabayang isa, so yung orientation part can be done by just one subject na lang. Okay? Yung login and joining classes pa, dapat sa isang subject na lang. Hindi, kasi maglo-login din sila dun sa klase mo di ba? Sa science. So, yung orientation lang yung pwedeng gawin ng isa. And then yung login, you can do that separately na, no? In your respective schedules. And then the third one is your course challenge as your diagnostic test for your students. And then it will now be the start of your weekly Khan Academy time. Okay. Now, ito po yung sample ng ating growth mindset pretest for early grade. So, I guess, kailangan nyo siyang i-print kasi nga grade school po ito. Hindi pa sila marunong masyado sa devices, no? So, tapos, meron po kayong log doon. So, yung kanilang mga results. Okay, so let's just read na lang yung atin pong launch kit so that you can be guided accordingly. Now, for the other grade levels naman, ito yung link na lang. It's a survey na i-tick na lang po nila, no? It's a form, Google form. So, mas mabilis na lang po ito. So, therefore, sa time po na ito, which is your first day, kailangan may internet na rin po kayo kasi kailangan nilang mag-log in. No? And then, ang reminder ko lang po dyan, do not explain what growth mindset is before sila mag-pretest because it will affect the results eh. Dapat hindi pa nila alam yung growth mindset. Now, pagkatapos sila mag-pretest, then there you can explain what growth mindset is ano yung mga agreements ninyo sa klase, in a math class, how do we apply or foster a growth mindset among us, sa mga magkaka-classmate, ano yung mga words na dapat natin pinamagiging yun. You can discuss that, pero after the pretest, kasi it will affect the results po ng ating pretest, kasi it's supposed to be a pretest. And eventually, sa dulo po, magpo-post test din po tayo so that we can see nagbago ba yung pananaw nila sa kanilang mga sarili in terms of growth. Okay? Now, in terms of mga pretest po natin or diagnostic test, ito po yung mga dapat nating ma-assign per grade level. So, nandun din naman po ito sa ating launch kit. So, ang tawag dito, you may refer to it, but if you want to take a picture, okay lang din naman. Gusto nyo pong may picture po tayo. And then for science din po. Now, may mga courses lang po dito, teachers, na matatag pa din, no? So, we don't have, kunyari, grade 3 matatag yung iti-take ng grade 4, grade 3 melt sila last year. So, okay lang din naman po yun. So, you can empower your students po to monitor their own progress and also to practice until they succeed. Hindi po die ha, until they succeed. Now, sa assignments naman po, ayan. So, you click assignments. Ito na po yung pag-assign natin ng assignments. And also, yung course challenge can be found under assignments. So you just have to click course challenges. So check your scores po ng ating mga bata. Siyempre, dapat expert na kayo dyan dahil pang ilang taon nyo na po. No? So you can check your assignment scores. You can check, you can edit the details of your assignments using the manage tab there or manage option. And then yung students naman, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, if you have to edit, you have to kick out some students from your class. Sa students roster po tayo pupunta. And then to know your class code, you have to just go to your class settings. Okay? I'm just checking for some questions. Okay? Alright. What if nakapag-start na po ako, sir? Hindi na po ako nakapaghintay. I'm very much excited. Okay naman po yun. Kasi you are empowered to launch naman po. But just make sure that you were able to let your students take the pre-test or yung diagnostic po na naka-assign sa kanila. No? Required po kasi yun. So, hanapin din po namin sa inyo yun. So, ngayon pa lang, gawin nyo na. Kasi noong nakaraang taon, hinanap po namin, hindi po namin napagawa, hindi po namin nagawa, hindi po pwedeng ganon. So this year, maigpit na po tayo dyan. So make sure that you were able to let your students take the test or diagnostic test. Promise? Mag-promise po tayo, no? So kung naiwan niyo po yun, nakapag-launch na kayo agad, mag-take na po kayo for this week. Sana may pasok this week, no? Kasi lakas ng ulan. So, this upcoming week, you can let your students, habol na lang natin. Total, it can still be a diagnostic test since hindi pa naman nagsa-start masyado yung ating klase. And of course, ang mini-measure naman natin dito ay yung readiness nila from last grade level. Halimbawa, hindi rin kayo nakapag-growth mindset pre-test. Habol din natin, no, using the link provided in the launch kit. Okay? Okay. Saan daw po makikita yung pre-test, no? Para may nadaanan akong question. So, ang pre-test po, teachers, ang launch natin na ipapatake po natin during the launch is course challenges. So, ganito po yun. Each grade level, may course challenge po yan sa dulo. And it's sort of parang achievement test if you can compare it to that. Kasi ang mini-measure nun ay lahat ng skills for that specific grade level. Now, test natin or course challenges natin ay nasa under ng assign. Sa assign po, you have to click po here. Again, yung lower grade level. So, for example, grade 6 yung classic o so grade 5. And then, i-click nyo na lang po dito ay course challenge. Para course challenge na lang po yung lumabas dito po sa choices po ninyo. And then you can add to cart, di ba? Mahilig tayo mag-add to cart. So click nyo po yung box na to and then you can assign that already to your class with the respective date and time kung kailan po nila ito i-take. Okay? So I hope that helps po. No, again, ang atin naman pong mga instructions ay makikita nyo naman po sa ating tawag dito, sa ating launch kit. Iba kasi na yung tawag ngayon, dati session guide. Ngayon, launch kit na po yung ating tawag. Okay? Do you still have questions po? Baka mainis na rin po kayo na ang dami pong nagpa-pop up ng mga notifications po sa inyo. So because of the increasing number of teachers per school, we have to have one focal person na lang per school who will coordinate with us. Okay? So therefore, when we share important reminders, when we would, kunyari, mga coordination in terms of the implementation, si focal person na lang po yung kausap po namin. That happens naman sa ibang mga schools po natin. Pero dati kasi, pag pupunta po, ay kausap po namin yung mga schools, parang lahat ng teachers kausap natin, di ba? Pero ngayon po, isang focal person na lang. Therefore, if you don't have a focal person yet in your school, mahalaga po to know who the focal person is. So, you can coordinate po with your division, focal person, your coordinator. Lalo yan kapag math and science, no? You can choose kung saan siya magagaling na subject. Kung naman tayo mag-discriminate ng ng subject. You are one family in one school. So, pili na lang po tayo who among you kasi sometimes you are 10 in a school, 20 in a school, may ganun pa kasi sobrang dami na. So, pili na lang po kayo ng isa, yung madali po namin makakausap. At mahalaga po dito, wala siya masyadong extra po rin. Wala siya masyadong extra kasi baka siya na yung focal person, siya pa yung nag-train ng, di ba, yung mga contest. Siya pa yung volleyball coach. Baka naman nahilo na po si sir at si ma'am, no? So, bigyan niya po natin to dun sa mga medyo maluwag pa yung schedule, ha? Kasi yung iba, parang wala po siya sa meeting kasi may training po ngayon ng regional. Ang hindi ang hirap. Gusto nga natin yung mabilis nating makausap, ha? Based from my experience lang naman. So, una po natin pahirapan yung mga co-teachers natin. Kung kaya nyo po, you can empower yourself, di ba? To be the focal person. Now, ito po kasi organizational chart natin, kumbaga. So, ito yung flow natin. So, ang Khan Academy Philippines po will coordinate directly to the focal person and your school head. Bakit hindi lang si school head? Kasi rin si school head din ang pinaka-busy, di ba? So, minsan nag-i-email po kami sa kanya, natatapunan. So, mas maganda na may isang tagapaalala, sir, meron pong instruction ng Khan Academy. So, si focal person ang talagang taga-coordinate kay school principal. Okay? Alright. So, if you are a focal person, and if in the future may ma-assign po na focal person, ito po ay for focal persons only po, no? So please sign up if you are really the focal person that you haven't yet signed up. And also, be part of the regional GC for the focal persons. Visayas Mindanao, we have Sir Kenneth from Luzon, Miss Leia from Visayas, and Miss Bless from Mindanao. You can email them if you have questions po. Specifically sa inyong mga regions para matulungan po namin kayo kaagad. Okay? Alright? And then, if you still have questions, gusto nyo po directly address it to us sa support@khanacademyphilippines.org. You can email those concerns with us. But if your concern is sa inyo pong school at directly po sa inyong region, pwede po naman sa mga binanggit ko po kanina ng mga emails. Okay? Alright. Now, do you have any questions? So, sige, mag-browse lang po ako ng inyong mga questions. Okay, yung pretest, I already shared it with you and also, it is also in the launch kit. Challenge. Ayan. And then, wag po natin kalimutan na magkakaroon din po tayo ng post-test, ha? So, kung ang pre-test or diagnostic ay yung lower grade, kunyari grade 7 foundations, well, special kasi yun. So, halimbawa, grade 9, ang grade 9 students ngayon, iti-take nilang pre-test grade 8. Pero, ang post-test nila is the current grade level naman, which is grade 9. O di bali, pag-usapan natin yung pag malapit na pong matapos ng school year. Pero it's good to note para alam nyo rin po ang nangyayari sa dulo.
Pagbalik ko,
okay, do you still have some questions? Thank you, Miss Bless, for answering some of the questions also. Dito pala si Miss Bless.
Umalma ka lang, Lola.
Alright. Bakit ba kasi mga Pilipinos ang hiling mag-good morning sa natatapunan ko eh? Questions via your focal person, para si focal person yung mag-chat po sa ating GC. I believe may existing GCs pa rin tayo. Buhay pa po GC. You can still ask questions po sa ating mga GCs. But ang maganda po ngayon is the focal person. So let's empower. Let's try that communication line. Laging kapag may question kayo kay focal person, para isang tao na lang po yung magtatanong and then he or she can just echo it sa inyong school. Okay? Now, can we proceed na po and end this session now or again, meron ba po kayong mga questions? Okay, so with this, I guess, if you have questions, we can still communicate naman. But let me end by this, through this quote, the future of a nation rests in the hands of teachers like you po, no, who inspire even one child. I'm sure for the past year, using Khan Academy, it has been a different journey for us as teachers in the sense na meron tayong bagong tool. Pero we hope that it's not just another tool that your students are using. It has also empowered them. It has also planted this belief in their hearts that they can still grow, they can still learn deeply, they can still master the skills no matter where they are in their academic journey po, no? And eventually, through this tool, and of course through you po as a teacher, no, through your help, through your support, our students' dreams will become a reality. And I'm sure na feel niyo po yan palagi as teachers. That's our ROI, return of investment. Ngayon, graduation period na naman, nakikita natin, uy, nag-graduate na yung estudyante ko. Parang napakasarap po na sa pakiramdam, di ba? That we are we are changing lives, no, through our own different small ways. And through those things that we do, eventually we are also changing the future of our nation. And maraming salamat po for being part of this revolution. At I really pray that God will continue to provide you with the strength, with the knowledge, with the patience, no? Na kahit mahirap, I believe that teachers are God, appointed angels, no, in this nation. So, maraming salamat po sa inyo, sa inyong passion and dedication sa atin pong pagtuturo. And of course, Khan Academies will always be here to help you po sa inyong journey. Okay? So, maraming salamat po, teachers. And with that, let me end with this evaluation po. No, syempre may certificate kayo na naman ngayon, di ba? Because you attended our session. So, please take time to answer our evaluation. And thank you very much po. We'll see you again sa atin pong mga magiging trainings, no? Salamat po, and I hope you learned a lot from our session today. Thank you!